Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to 956 Opposition. This is episode 22. 22. I don't know, 23. I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, just say it on the number. But sorry, it's been a while. So two things. I think the studio system changed, and I think I may have to just look up a new studio broadcasting service. So you might not see a video for a while at some point. But this is like I don't know because I've been trying to like get some chat support and see as to why. But that's just a whatever. Yeah, lately I've been kind of irritated though because just some weird family stuff, but family stuff that relates to the current political situation that we have down here along the border and with the whole entire country, specifically deportation. Now, everybody knows we're deporting only the criminals. And it's unfortunate if the criminals are hanging around a bunch of people who also came here illegally. And so, there's a lot of tension and a lot of propaganda going around to fool people into believing certain things. There, another thing to keep in mind is without that feature, there really won't be much editing going on. And so, this is a very raw recording. And yeah, I'm just gonna try and go with it. I mean, if I cuss, my bad, guys. But I'm trying my best not to, even though I've been in a kind of really ugly mood due to family. So first things first, I'm pretty sure you've all seen what's going on with the deportations, and that's pretty much the main topic we're covering today. I don't think. I mean, I will look into a little bit of local monkey business right now, but as far as that goes, guys, I'm not. I'm not. We're not going to go deep into topics today. We're just going to talk about the nitty gritty. What am I upset about? So, ladies and gentlemen, everybody's talking about getting rid of HB1 and born on American soil citizenship. And let me first explain thing one to y'all. I am an anchor baby. I am a first generation immigrant child, first generation American immigrant child. I am an anchor baby though, and the reason why I'm an anchor baby is because my one side of my family came here legally at one point. The other came here earlier point. So there's a little bit more generations between you before they consider somebody as illegal. I think it's up to my grandma, but here it's my parents. So where was I? Okay, yeah, they came here legally. One relative in particular. I mean, if I'm calling myself an anchor baby, I mean there's no point in actually keeping identity concealed. I mean, I am obviously a child. It's either a mother or father that did this. So specifically, I'm not going to share my mother, but my father. My father, like any other human being, makes mistakes. We all do. I did. I've made plenty of them. You can look at my record anytime. I don't care. I haven't cleaned nothing. But I'm a pothead and I'm fucking proud of it. Still a success. I still have ambitions. I still have goals. Still have overtime work. Nothing sets me apart from anybody else other than my addiction to smoking, which I don't even think is that bad of an addiction anymore because I don't even smoke until I get home or here. For the last 2 days, I find myself smoking a little bit more, popping a few anxiety pills because these people, it's like nobody asks to be involved in a parent's problems. No child asks to be involved in a parent's issues. And if a parent gets that child involved, they should be transparent, especially when that child is older, at least. There should be some kind of communication going on, something, a little bit more relevancy. And the families involved, the elders, should be a little bit more considerate towards that child. Because I only remember so much as a child. So I was making a post, and I was making a post telling the story about my dad is not a bad person. He just made a mistake. He made one mistake trying to make some money, and that was it. And he got busted. And they were going to throw him out. And all I had to do was write a paper as a child saying that, yeah, that's my dad. And yeah, don't deport him. That's the anchor baby situation. Now, today, some people would argue that that situation is being heavily abused because there are a lot of immigrants coming over here just to spawn a child and have that child recorded onto American hospitals and as a legal citizen in order for them to maintain citizenship despite their criminal backgrounds. Now, my dad is no criminal. He had no criminal background or anything. He just fucked up. I fucked up way more times than he did. And I don't think it's anything to be ashamed of because the man today, in my opinion, is a success. He turned his life around after that event, and they didn't want me to talk about this. This is the part that got me fucked up. Some of my own family members called me and attacked me over this post because the way I told the story was, yes, I was not very detailed in specifying that he was not an illegal. He was a legal person. He just lost his legal citizenship through that situation. Sorry, I was just a child. But they called me, snarled at me, yelled at me, and they don't even call and ask about my kid. I have a whole kid here, guys. And these people, they never contact me, ask me, hey, how's your son doing? Well, the only time they want to call me is, hey, I need you to fix that on Facebook. You need to be actually more factual when you talk about us. And I'm just like, okay, first of all, we're talking about just my dad. I'm not talking about the whole entire family. That is some level of arrogance that you have. And my God, this person retains a position of power within a school district where they need to be a professional. And this was just an arrogant response from them. And I was so disappointed and I felt so attacked. And I just wanted a really good reason. And I don't know. There could be so many reasons. I don't know because I was a child when all this happened. There could be more things to all this that I do not know about because my mom only knows one side of it. We were already on our own when my father committed this act. He was already on his own elsewhere. Things didn't work out between them. I mean, it happens between parents. I'm not going to blame him. I don't even care if my dad's with a new family and everything. And I have stepsisters. I don't care. I'm actually happy that I have half sisters. But because damn, all I have is brothers on this other side, man. Like, it'd be weird, bro. Like, just I don't know. Some people just have brothers, but I got both, man. I got the best of both worlds. But I think our political beliefs play way too much into some of our emotions. I've been through the school system a little bit longer than I've been through an American school system. I literally studied outside of this state, away from this area. I had literally got the chance to experience perspectives of other people, other individuals in other states and other situations, not as fortunate as me. We were very fortunate growing up. I didn't always have good times with, childhood's weird, guys. But I appreciate where I am today. I appreciate who I have today. I appreciate who I know today. I appreciate who's in my life today, despite our differences and our disagreements. I had a cousin who on that side, same side of the family. I don't really know that well because my same individuals close to me on my side of the family, they never really introduced me to them. And he tells me, like, look, man, it's okay that you never really got to know us that well. You wouldn't be who you are today without all this happening. And man, that was so great, man. And that just made me actually feel like, man, you all should have just introduced me to these guys better, man. They're so like, so much camaraderie, man. Like, I don't even know what's in the word right, but it's some good shit, man. Like, man, that's some family talk right there, bro. Like, that's something I need to hear, man. That's a shout out to Armando Reyes, man. Lucha Libre referee, man. Dude, my cousin's fucking awesome, bro. He's a kind of old, but he's a good guy, man. Like, man, I'm annoyed, man, that my family kept me away from people like him. Like, man, family's weird, guys. But I don't think it's anything to be ashamed of, man. My dad, let me go back to my dad, man. My dad is a success story. He's an example of the American dream. The motherfucker quit all this bullshit that he was on. I don't even think it was a lot of bullshit. I just think it was just one mistake and that was it. But he decided, like, you know what? I'm going to go work. I'm going to bust my freaking ass off. Never going to freaking do this shit again. I'm going to smoke a bunch of cigarettes and just smoke a bunch of cigarettes. And I'm going to get rich. And that is what he did, bro. He is a freaking example of the American dream. A migrant that comes over here and works his way to the very top. The man started off, I don't know where. I think it was HEB. I think he started off in HEB grocery market. And JV, I don't know, some kind of refinery industry. I don't know. You work your way to the top, and he got his way to the top, and he's big shot now in a big company. And at the same time, he owns his own companies and properties all across the valley. The RGV. He houses American tax-paying citizens, veterans, and even migrants who are working here and taxing. And he does background checks. He doesn't do anything wrong. He does everything by the book. And he makes a crap load of money. And he's just happy and he does whatever he wants to do all the time. Now, why the hell am I denying that story from every single illegal migrant who is planning to cross here illegally or who is trying to sell drugs to make money and make ends meet? Like, bro, this is the crap that is getting them deported. I thought it was absolutely insane when I was told to take it down by some other individuals in my family, and I did it out of respect, but it was absolutely absurd because this man is the American dream. This man is the example of somebody good that we need in the country who is willing to let go and turn around whatever life they had in the past. We don't want fuck ups. We don't want people who are selling drugs. We don't want people who are trafficking humans. And look, heaven forbid that anybody's involved in that. I don't know. I don't think so because everybody else has a job and everything. They look stable, more stable than me. But I don't get it. I am the freaking child who had to freaking show up, write a freaking damn paper letter and wonder, hey, what the hell happened to my dad and all this crap. And my mom didn't even tell me the whole story. She said that's something you need to talk to your dad about because she doesn't even know the full story herself. So forgive me if I left out one small detail. True. But to attack me, to approach me, to only even contact me about certain things when you don't even consider, the daily life that I go through with my son and whatnot, it's a level of disrespect I have not felt before. It's like, you hardly ever call me, but you don't even call me about my son. That's the first thing you're going to ask me, hey, how's your wife, how's your son, how's it work? No, the first thing you want to do is please post only actual information. Grandma, from my other side of the family, she would never have ever approached me in such a way. My mama would never approach me in some way. There's certain people that I have in my family, thank God, that would never approach me that way. But other members of my family, they approached me in said way. And I found it very offensive. Because like every time I call them and I go talk to them, it's like, how are you doing? What's new? Is she okay? Is he okay? Oh, but you know what I think it is? I think some of these people might be a little motivated by their heritage or by their politics, which I think is absurd. Because one, you live in America now. You're a legal American citizen. You better be about America. Because you ain't living in no other country. It makes no sense that you want to go live and spread heritage and culture for another country in a country that's about its own culture and heritage. It don't make sense. You're kind of like a foreign infection. Now, it's good to have some culture and spread it around on certain events and holidays, just to educate and put awareness. That's okay. But I mean, you trying to make a whole entire community, a specific way relating to another country, appease a specific group only, like, DACA participants, migrants only, like, not really appeasing to the American born citizen, not giving them as many opportunities as you're giving them. I don't think you're really about America. I think some people get offended because they get their heritage mixed up with the word undocumented or documented, or don't involve me with this group of Mexicans, or bro, no, motherfucker, we all bleed the same blood. I don't give a damn about your status at the end of the day. I give a damn about what you're doing for the good of the community. I give a damn about what you're doing right now. I don't give a damn about your past. I don't give a damn about your reputation. Reputation does not mean nothing when you have to pay bills, bro. Reputation does not mean nothing when you are in the street and somebody is about to rob you or shoot you. Reputation does not mean nothing in war. Reputation does not mean nothing in another country that you've never been to. I was so offended because I feel like a lot of this has to do with reputation and not actually helping and telling a good story, a success story about a person turning their life around, which is what the people need, which is what people need to hear so that they don't commit crime. But no, because there just happens to be a relation and it might affect said there might be some kind of bad history, or somebody might say something if you're trying to get into another position of power. So I don't know what it is, but it's absolutely absurd that I'm being forced. Well, I'm not really being forced. I just came and just said it here. I don't give a shit. You people have to understand, I don't give a damn. Like, that's my right. I could talk about this stuff. I am the child. I was pushed into this crap by you people. The nerve, the audacity to even say that I have no right to speak about it is absurd. It shows a level of selfishness, a level of arrogance that doesn't even... It comes from family, so it's extra annoying. You know, I got other family members that on other sides of family, and other family members into the family that I married into, that are concerned of their fate and status. And you deny them this information. You deny them stories like this. You deny them hope. You deny them an opportunity to change because it might make you look bad. Mother, people don't even know you exist. Let's get that straight, because you all play such a little part into our lifestyle, into our daily lives. You have shown so little interest. You don't even show up. You don't even call and ask. You don't even ask to babysit. Nothing. You're not there so often that nobody even knows who you people are. So what about your reputation? What about who would hear what? What about who's going to judge you for being related for who? People make their own choices. People are their own character, and they're entitled to tell their story that they are experienced. To control that, to manipulate that, to keep that it's selfish. And you know, it's disappointing at the same time. I'm not some object or material. I don't know. It makes you question a lot of things. Existence, meaning, care, acceptance. I'm not going to point fingers. I understand certain people are busy. But it does not take you now 1 second in your luxury cars to drive 15 minutes over and say hi, or give me a phone call or send a message and ask how my son is. I don't think it's more important to protect your reputation. I think it's important to show certain people that they actually have a purpose in your life, or they have a meaning. I think it's more important to help your fellow man improve on their life and know that anybody can do it, and anybody can say these things, and anybody. You can too. It doesn't matter who you are, your past is. Just do the right thing. Maybe it does matter to some like real crazy evil people, but you know, like we that's another topic for another day. But I want to get that off my chest. I mean, if people have such a strong issue with it, I mean, I have no problem with them correcting me on certain details, but don't shun me, don't label me, don't get your political beliefs wrapped up, or your heritage or your culture wrapped up in what's going on. there is plenty of reason for what's happening. The country was in a bad shape, and we made plenty of episodes about this. There's plenty of episodes before this, and other podcasters and everybody else with plenty of evidence and videos showing you the chaos that was America. But no, nobody around here locally cared because it was to their benefit, or it doesn't affect their specific district or area specifically. That's sad, because I expect better from certain individuals, but having expectations in life is also not good, because life is random. It's full of surprises. Whew. I've been popping 2 anxiety pills, one day yesterday and then today again, man. Cause man, it got me a level of fucked up. It's like your approach to me was so aggressively disgusting and so non logical. Okay, I get it. I had one wrong detail. To yell at me, to shun me, to ask me to take it down, to not use anything as an example that appeared in my own life is the. What are you trying to hide? What are you ashamed of? There's people that have done way worse shit. There ain't no cream of the crop, guys. Y'all need to chill out. Americans, we're all the same. Everybody's an American. Nobody's above nobody. And I certainly hope and pray to God that I never become somebody that feels like reputation is more important than anything. And, you know, I just never neglect my family. Because there's so many things that could have been paid attention to. There's so many things you could have done while I was growing up. But, you know, we prioritized other things. So, I mean, don't come at me for not knowing as much or just missing out a little detail. Don't label me because it's not in your political or her cultural alignment. Don't label me, please. I am my own person and I get to be my own person. I get to learn and adapt and change as I grow. And to deny me that is absolute insanity and almost like Hitler. All right. Well, that's enough talking. It's time to share the screen and let's cover some deportation stuff. Man, actually, there was a couple of pretty crazy events that I wanted to cause. So, like, oh man, what's going on here? Sorry, guys, gotta be faster, man. Damn. Oh, I think I will be able to delete the speech out of it, but I mean, I don't know what's going on, but hopefully they fix it. Or, I mean, shit, we could find something better. I don't know. Well, we'll see where it goes. Let's get to it. I'm trying to go fast, guys. I'm trying to go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Yeah, right. All right. So some crazy stuff. All right. So actually, it's right there in front of me. I don't have to Google it. So let's just put it just in case. DC plane crash. Yeah, it's right there in front of our faces. But I mean, okay. So first tragedy of the day. Man, do we question, is it DEI still? Because we're barely getting rid of DEI with Trump barely going. I mean, and then Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is the DEI capital of the country, guys. Damn, that is where all the Democrats go to Congress and everything, guys. They got all the businesses, all the cities, everything of DEI policy. Don't believe that everybody is DEI clean yet. I know it sounds like a hick, but don't believe it. I mean, guys, look at this crash. This is crazy. I mean, guys, come on. We are talking about a military Black Hawk helicopter crashing into a 60-passenger plane on the same airport in Washington, D.C. What kind of incompetence is going on? We are America, guys. We do not make mistakes like this. Dang, bro. Oh, man.
they're switching from a rescue operation to a recovery operation. At this point, we don't believe there are any survivors from this accident. And we have recovered 27 people from the plane and 1 from the helicopter.
No survivors. So about 60 people on the plane and 3 soldiers on the Black Hawk helicopter. That is a strategical helicopter that the military uses. So they were doing a training run, and I don't know, but ground control, man. What the hell? How do you have a Black Hawk helicopter taking off at the same time as this passenger plane? Guys, there's got to be some kind of policy, some kind of standard, some kind of rule out there that says, hey, you can't launch these 2 at the same time. You got to make sure one of them's completely out of the airspace first. Like, I'm not a pilot, and I know that. That should be common sense, right? I'm not going crazy here, right? There's not ever a plane or helicopter launching at the same time at any point. I don't, 2 planes launching at the same time. I don't know, maybe in like an air show. But that's not right, man. That shouldn't be happening. We're the most advanced country in the world. We're supposed to have the smartest people in the world. But DEI, the fucking policy that puts these random ass people with lesser opportunity and lesser educational standards and minority skin colors, just because we want to give them a chance to put at the wheel, even though they're not as expert as St. John Paul over there. But what the fuck are we doing, man? Like, that's 63 lives right there of our own people that we got killed. Now, I don't know, maybe weather played an effect into it, I don't know. But I mean, there has to be some kind of rule here.
The district office of the medical examiner has lead on reuniting these bodies and these people with their loved ones, and we will continue to work to find all the bodies and collect them and reunite them with their loved ones. We should also acknowledge that the Virginia medical examiner and the Army medical examiner are involved.
That's some horrible audio, by the way, but man. That's horrible. And I hate the media. I mean, I don't know if you see it, but can you show us the text she sent you? Like, his wife's, dude, like, what the bro? Like, that's not even important. That's some conspiracy theory. People avoided it. No freaking way. There's more video. Some people are saying now that apparently it was intentional that the Black Hawk went straight into. I don't know. That's her thing. That's one story, man. That's crazy though. Now then, this guy says that the passenger. Yo, what the hell, bro? Why are you gonna show that on a plane, bro? Guys, I literally said it like a long time ago on Facebook. I was never gonna fucking get on a plane there because of all this DEI crap. Ever since I saw videos of planes just falling apart, losing parts, and in midair, coming apart, like I just knew that we're not putting in the same magic that we were putting into the product. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not putting in the best of the best, and this is gonna get people killed. I said this a while back, and I learned this from podcasters like on Valuetainment and all that, like Timcast, and that's it's horrific because I think I feel the same way they all feel now. And I get it. I get the frustration. I get it. There's a crash right there, guys. In detail. You could see the Black Hawk manifest off the reflection of the light of the plane coming ahead of it. You could kind of see it right before it impacts the computer head on. I mean the plane head on. This should never have happened. There has to have done something with ground control. There could a malfunction in the helicopter not causing it to steer out of the way, and maybe a plane. I don't know. Why are they in the air in the same place at the same time? This should all go back to ground control. That's crazy. What a start to the morning, guys. Oh, sorry guys, I gotta shake my head there. I need a banger. I need some heavy metal music right now, bro. This shit is depressing. God, God Almighty, man, help these people, man. Like, man. In the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, please help these people, man. Please, please help us all, man. Help me be a better person, but help these people, man. Help these other people because they need it way more than I do, man. That is, oh man. So we covered specifically the people who were getting deported would be criminals. Now, another thing unfortunately has been happening is that I mean you are considered a criminal if you cross illegally and not through the bridge. So if you're unfortunate enough to get caught with said criminal that ICE is hunting down or the FBI is tracking, then you're gonna go. And it'll be based on your history and what you've done with your life ever since you've illegally crossed. That'll determine if you get deported or not. I mean, one thing to say is, what have you all been doing this whole time? Biden made it so easy for people to get amnesty and citizenship, and people, instead of taking those opportunities, they stayed years over taking his money from his programs that we were paying with our taxes and just slacking off or committing crimes. And I mean, really, they have themselves to blame. And so what? They were just going to escape their criminal histories in other countries. They're what? They were going to commit crimes in their own country and then just run away to America and start a new life? Well, you thought, guys, people don't get away with karma is a B, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to think that at one point when I was younger, I was untouchable. I was That's just foolish. I was being dumb. Nobody's untouchable. Karma, cause and effect, it's all real. You reap what you sow. A lot of these people thought that they could escape their histories. Yeah, some of them are escaping oppression, and some of them, but a lot of these people getting busted are pedophiles, drug lords, gang members, murderers, thieves, identity theft, fraud. The freaking people that call you with a scam phone call and they try to call you to take your money and your credit card information, those are the people that just crossed the border. Those two. And some terrorists, which is the worst of the worst. That's why we've had a couple of very ugly incidents. But, I mean, this also brings me back to that first story earlier. Like, man, your immigration status or your past should not, it shouldn't affect you unless you are a very horrible person. And you've served your time and you've changed your ways. These people, they have not changed their ways. They just ran away from their problems. That's it. That's the huge difference here. They ran away from their problems and they're still hiding from their problems. They don't want to face them head on. They don't want to face the music. They don't want to take it to court. They don't want to lawyer up. Probably because some of them know they'll lose, or probably some just lazy as heck. And that's not the type of Americans we want in this country at the end of the day. We don't want lazy Americans. We just don't want criminal Americans. We don't want lazy ones too. We want working, honest Americans. People who are willing to change, commitment, do things by the book. Just like said individual in living the American dream now. So I don't get it, man. I don't get it, man. We've got years and years and years of border crossings and migrational statuses and whatnot. Immigration crackdown and its psychological effects. Big psychological effects. So, as you all know, you've been on Facebook, you've seen the posts, the propaganda of these mostly fat, unattractive women sharing, oh, ICE is knocking on my door. It's really happening, guys. It's here in the valley. And then they really can't explain or show you pictures of it happening. And it's just sharing like, oh, it just happened. They just came to my husband's job at the hospital and they asked if you see any illegal documented immigrants, call us. They left this card there. They're so like dramatic, but at the same time, vague. Like, you at least post a picture, dude. At least tag the hospital. But you know why? It's because they either came looking for a criminal and they're not ashamed to put any name, and they don't want to put a name out there because we're literally in Facebook or Twitter, you can run somebody's name and look for their criminal record. And you'll find out real quick why they were walking around in that area. But I don't know. There's always a little bit more to the story, and these people are leaving out a lot of context and details, and instead are just causing fear and panic amongst the immigrants here. Even the immigrants here who have been working a tax-paying job and just let their papers expire, they still have a chance to become citizens. All they have to do is go get a lawyer right now and just have proven paperwork saying that this and this happened, my papers expired, I did this and that, but I kind of served my time, went to probation, blah, blah, blah. And you don't get deported. That's usually what happens because they see that your record has been all right so far, for the most part. But these stupid bitches have all these people out here scared. And I am pissed off. I just got demonetized. Well, anyways. Oh, wow, man. Editing this is going to be weird. It's going to be really weird. But, okay. Onward. Yeah, they installed fear into the local valley people here in the 956 South Texas. So I'm seeing these posts just being shared and shared and shared like crazy. And I'm just like, I'm going to report you to the feds. Just being kind of a dick on Facebook. Kind of a troll sometimes. I'm trying to tell people, dude, don't be scared. You haven't done nothing wrong. You're a high school graduate. You just let your papers expire. You still graduated from high school. You've been working a tax-paying job. You have your own property and you pay taxes. Bro, you're good. Chill. They're just going to yell at you about not getting your shit together. Go lawyer up. Oh, I don't want to spend money on a lawyer. Guys, I don't want to spend money on fixing my car. I don't want to spend money. It costs $3,500 to install a new sports transmission into the Nissan SR. Guys, I don't want to spend that much money, but you know what? My Nissan SR is not moving. It is literally there gathering dust, getting screwed over an electrical problem right now. But the thing is with the transmission has kind of like a rinky dinky. It's got to go already. But that's another story for another day. Guys, the point is, I don't want to spend $900 on my rent. I don't want to spend every month that much of money. Well, but you know what? I do it anyways because I'm an American tax-paying citizen and I got goals and things to do and I got to live somewhere and I got to do this and I got to do that. And that's just the way it is. You don't want to get a lawyer to finish some paperwork and continue your citizenship? That's honestly, bro, that's like me not wanting to pay my college student loans, which I don't. I use the government to my advantage. As long as I'm not taking money from them, I'll use any government. I'm bad, dude. I'm bad. All right. Onward, though. Onward. I just pay that off, guys. It's like $1,000, man. Come on. Like, don't get yourself deported over being lazy. That's such a dumb reason to get deported. Guys, I know some people that are here with the green card already and some people that are literally in the process of getting the green card and they just don't want to continue it because it's annoying to them or it costs a certain amount and they want to get drunk this weekend. It's like, bro, you have your whole entire life. Bro, you would be surprised why some of these people get deported, bro. You would be surprised. So yeah, big moves in Texas as we can see. Do you agree with ICE conducting raids at schools and churches? Yes, I do. Yes. Yes, they did. They really did. The Elsa Police Department is investigating an auto pedestrian incident that occurred Tuesday at the intersection of FM 88 and 4th Street. Woman hit by truck remains in serious condition. Gotta get these people off the road, man. Asteroid samples fetched by NASA hold not only pristine building blocks for life, but salty remains. That's not local monkey business. Oh, man. I guess nothing much is happening ever since, the whole deportations. 20-year-old man is hospitalized hospital Wednesday evening in Harlingen. See, another crash, guys. We still have our crashes. A lot of work to be done down here in the deporting and getting rid of reckless drivers. A lot. Is that all we're talking about lately? Yeah. Donald Trump, blah, blah, blah. Elsa this, blah, blah, blah. Edinburgh announced a gunman involved in Tuesday night's officer shooting has died. Yeah, well, if you shoot at cops, you're going to get shot back. What can I say? That is why my gun never has bullets in it whenever I'm around a cop. Well, guys, I think I'm going to end it up today. We're going to keep the episode short, especially since, the whole editing process has changed now. I hope you all are doing well. We'll call this episode, what the heck, man? Because that's just how I feel, man, after this whole freaking, getting snarled at by my family individuals over the freaking trying to inspire Mexicans who fear of their status. Bro, I just wanted to freaking tell a good story about my dad. I was freaking praising the guy. Oh, man, I got labeled for it. I got scrutinized. That's kind of messed up. But whatever. We won't get into the specifics, but it's a learning moment, I think. And I talked to some people about it. I talked to people about it already because I feel pretty down about it. It's been 2 days already, guys, and they told me I wasn't in the wrong. That yeah, I do need to correct my wrong and correct detail, but I mean I meant no harm. So I don't feel bad about it as much as I used to, but well, I guess that's it for the episode, guys. With the whole editing process and everything, I had to keep it short. Don't want to be overdoing it too much and then not know what I'm doing, especially with this new dashboard system. It's just really wonky. I mean, the AI chat support is really not explaining to me in detail. Like, it's just something I'm gonna have to look into, guys. But thank you for tuning in today. I hope you all are doing well, and see y'all out next time on the 956 opposition. We're covering some crazy stuff. I mean, probably sooner than we think. So bye bye, guys.